Hi everybody, welcome to this new episode for the Gen AI Nerd channel. And in this video, I want to explain to you how you can start building teams of agents in Codex. Now, it is already possible for quite a while to build teams of agents, but until recently, to do so, you actually needed quite some coding knowledge. Yes. Now, recently, with the introduction of new tools like Codex, now you can actually build teams of agents by simply describing the team that you want. And so in this video, I will show you how you can exactly do that. Now, first of all, let me briefly explain a bit more in depth what we exactly mean with teams of agents. So nowadays, a lot of people talk about agentic AI, which means that the AI for you can act quite autonomously. And for instance, we can build an agent to search for information, or we can use an agent to kind of do a specific task for us. But on top of that, we can also build a team of agents where different agents will do tasks and they can actually autonomously collaborate together. And we can also define how they should work together. And this is what I want to show in this video. So I will show you an example of a team of agents that I have built, and I will show you how you can easily define such a team of agents in Codex. And at the end, I will also show you how you can do this in Cloud Code, which will actually be very similar. Yeah, so as a use case, I want to show here a team of agents that I built for a training at BASF. And the use case is that BASF actually has a lot of patents on packaging. So BASF chemistry company, they have quite some patents on packaging. And what we want to do now is to create a team of agents that can brainstorm about how BASF could leverage these patents to create a new product, and also already do a kind of market and technological feasibility analysis of the idea that has been generated. So that's what we want to do. And the starting point, of course, here is that I need patents. Yeah. So what I did here, I went to a public source that is available on the internet. It's called depatis.net, where I can actually search for patents of BASF. So then I simply was able to download a list of patents on the topic of packaging that BASF owns. So here you can see kind of all these patents that it has. And so this would be the input for my team of agents. So now let me briefly show you how you can build a team of agents in Codex. Yeah, so here you see a kind of visualization of the team that I want to create. So I have an orchestrator agent that will be kind of the agent that can delegate tasks to different sub-agents. Then I have my product explorer agent. So this agent needs to read the patents and try to think about which kind of product could be developed based on these patents. I have a technological feasibility agent that should actually assess the feasibility of products that are ideated by the product explorer agent. And I also have a market feasibility agent, and that's an agent specialized in assessing the market feasibility. So these three agents can work together to come up with a specific product idea that is both feasible from a technological and a market perspective. And my orchestrator agent is the agent that will orchestrate this team. So let me now show you how you can define this in Codex. Yeah, so now I'm in my Codex environment. So this is an app that you can download when you're in ChatGPT. And then when you're in this app, you can simply click here on New Chat, and then you can start describing the team of agents here in your chat window. So let me show you now the description that I have created. Yeah, so here you can see what I did. So I uploaded my document with the patterns as an attachment, and then I simply in the chat have described the agent team that I wanted to build. So I started by saying, set up a team of agents to execute the following task, build a novel and unique product based on the uploaded patterns. And then I have described my orchestrator agent, my product explorer agent, my technological feasibility agent, and my market feasibility agent. So for every agent, I've simply described briefly what the agents should do and what it should produce. And that's the only thing I need to do. And then I can press enter. And in this case, you see it has been thinking for 4 minutes and 44 seconds. And then it actually has kind of initiated all these 4 agents that have started working, being orchestrated by the orchestrator agent. And after 4 minutes, I have received 2 files, a file called patent brief and a file called agent team setup. And this file, the agent team setup, simply now describes the agent team that has been built and has been working together. And the pattern brief is my final output, namely a description of the product that the agent team would suggest. So let me briefly take a look at these two documents. Yeah, so here we see the agent team setup document that it's created. And again, you can see it now again has stipulated the different agent. It has kind of stipulated a workflow, the input that they share, and actually here also some final outcome and ranking of product ideas that it made. So here we can kind of read a bit the workflow that has been executed, what it has been done, and how the agents have worked together. So that's what we can see in this document. And then the final output we can see in the other document that it created for me. Yeah, so here is then my pattern brief, and this is then the document where it has described which product it now suggests for me, where it shows me which patterns it would leverage, what kind of opportunity space I have, some of the constraints it took into account, and then here kind of what is the candidate direction in which I can move now with my product. So in that way, you can see that with one single prompt, I've now been able to create and execute a team of agents in Codex. Now, if you're having a Claude subscription and not a ChatGPT subscription, you can do actually something very similar in Claude. So let me briefly show you how you can do it in Claude. Yeah, so now I'm in my Claude application, and then you need to go to the code option. And this is the option where you the most easily can create a team of agents. And then again, like we did in Codex, you simply have to give a description of your team of agents. So here I've used kind of the similar description. And then again, the agents will start working together. And let me show you briefly now the output that it generated here. Yes, and so here also I received a final product brief with again a full description of the product that the agent team suggests based on the patterns that I received. Okay, so I hope this can help you to understand how you can nowadays easily design teams of agents in Codex or Claude Code. So I hope this can be helpful for you. Thanks for your attention. Bye.